Welcome to the sportiest stream, and welcome to another night of action. Today we've got a lot of it here. I'm not even going to waste too much time, because we're getting close to our first match's start time here. We are going to have two matches in the Crush Percussion League tonight. We're going to start with ArrivalSeven versus KCG Anima's Minions. Later tonight, we'll go to lower bracket to see Affinity Sapphire take on KCG Boost Goblins. Both these matches in the Elite Division. That is the GC1, GC2 division, I believe. It's going to be a pretty competitive tournament here, because we got a winner's semifinals and a lower round 2. So someone's going to be eliminated by the end of the night. Somebody's going to be in the winner's finals. And two teams are going to be left in the lower brackets. In between that, sandwiched in the middle, if we have time for it, we'll have Zinc versus Lepidmode from the individual performance series. That is, of course, depending on how this first match will go. ArrivalSeven takes on KCG Anima's Minions. What a big night it is here. It's a big match, a best of 7 years. Again, ArrivalSeven, KCG. I believe both had some pretty good regular season results. I mean, his Minions went 2-2, but for ArrivalSeven, where are they on this list? Their record ending up as 3-1, only with a loss in a game 5. So, both these teams have made some pretty impressive runs so far through the bracket. As we'll take a look at it right here. This is the upper bracket. If you're all winning, so if for both these teams, if they lose, their run's not over. They go to lower bracket. They'll play against winner of GHE Sunrise and the Mixed later this week, I believe. So again, hopefully we'll get some updates as well on that match. I know that match is later this week, though, so we're not going to get an answer to it soon. But again, that's our bracket as it is. Again, lower bracket. We'll be seeing that later tonight. So none of these teams will be eliminated. But the winner will get to play in the winners finals to take on a pretty impressive opponent in Starlight, a team that has been tearing up the competition this season and is looking to continue that here through the upper bracket. So hopefully we'll get to see that match later. I know this division has been exciting, to say the very least, but yeah, we got a great series here this evening, and this is, again, a best of 7. Both these CPL 2v2 matches will be best of 7. The 1v1 from the individual performance series will be a best of 5. All these matches will take quite a while here, so we're going to probably have non-stop action. I'm going to be here for probably 3 hours straight doing this. It's going to be exhausting. I don't know if I'm supposed to be excited for this, or if I'm going to be dreading this, but we'll see by the end of the night. I'm probably going to dread it, at least a little bit, but the match is up, the lobby is ready. We'll get these players to join us in just a moment. And it's going to be hopefully an exciting night of action as we'll get these teams in the lobby momentarily here. As on one side, it's going to be Invis and Squubs from ArrivalSeven, KCG. A couple players on their team. KCG Anima's Minions. So, that roster with... Sorry, they only have 2. They have Fire as well as AK. Last time we saw Anima's Minions was back in the Rocket League Splash Series in their 3v3 team. Their 2v2 team is composed of players from their 3v3 team, but a little different. It's definitely a different roster. It's a different competition, but I'd watch out for AK and Fire. They're pretty solid so far this season. They've been tough to take down as we'll get things underway here since everybody is in the lobby. Let's get going into the best of 7. As Invis and Squubs take on Fire and AK. It is ArrivalSeven versus KCG Anima's Minions. This is the winners semifinals. Winner of this goes to take on Starlight in the winners finals. The loser will play in the lower bracket quarterfinals, which itself will be quite an intense matchup here as KCG trying to get things started as on offense early. And again, this KCG side, fast, mechanical. I mean, that's about true for every team in this division, but they're a fast-moving team. They're going to be tough to keep up with as they're going to find a chance here, saved by Invis, as AK with the follow. That's going to be in the back of the net. And KCG take goal 1. As, again, already that pace really picking up early here. As Bakasman did just update, don't worry, Spartan, I did realize. So yes, the overlay works, because Bacchus mod updated literally 5 minutes before our match started, so I was able to get this thing updated. I reset Rocket League during our countdown timer. Literally, it went up. Literally, I got the lobby set up while I was talking to you guys on the desk, so don't worry, everything's looking good. The overlay should be back to normal. It doesn't need anything else. But yeah, we got the overlay here for tonight. I was impressed. Usually, it's not uncommon that Bacchus mod sometimes takes, especially for these really large updates, more than an hour to update. One of the benefits, obviously, is the fact that because it's such a big update, there are clearly going to be people, the people that run Bacchus mod, who will be available there to kind of fix the issues. As Fire trying to get a third goal, will be on the goal line here as Invis keeps it out. But yeah, fortunately, because of how big this update is, it probably took him a while. It took him almost an hour, but they were able to get things fixed up. And compared to the Bacchus mod moderators, they know how to update their bot quickly, because that is a tough thing to do, to update something like that so quickly. Especially for a game like Rocket League, which famously is not very easy to work around its code. As KCG trying to find another chance. 2 goals already in this game, and looking for a few more. As again, look at that pace. AK is going to get a 3rd goal. KCG Anima's minions, again, they're fast. They move fast, and it's one of the things that's going to be so tough to keep up with this team. Because in 3v3, you can handle a fast-moving team because you always have players available to challenge. 2v2, there's a lot more room, meaning that those faster-moving teams might have the space to make things work. And considering how good Fire is in the air and how good AK is, just in consistency, they're a tough team to handle. There's a reason why they've been doing so well in this final bracket. Fast aggression, it really is what's going to work, especially in playoff matches where teams generally play slower and a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more passive. Very willing to play that fast aggressive style. It oftentimes works just because it's a fast aggressive style. And that shot will be off the post. It's a chance for ArrivalSeven as Squubs, oh, that's a great challenge, will be won by Fire here as AK leaves it. Invis back through the way as Squubs waiting behind, and Squubs, a player who we've seen before in a couple different 3v3 rosters, will get a goal here. Top left corner is open, and ArrivalSeven will take it. We've entered this matchup, and there hasn't been too many goals, but there's been a good number of chances. In case Anima's minions will be happy to be on that one. Squubs will get chased here. AK looking for a 4th goal for KCG. That one will be kept wide as here goes Fire. AK, that one on target. Invis is there to clear. It's going to be pushed up high. KCG still have possession here, but they haven't scored in a good couple minutes at this point. You always worry in modes like these, where if you can't get the offense going, that your lead is soon to plummet. They've been able to keep out of ArrivalSeven, but you have to imagine that like not being able to score really is only going to be a detriment here to Anima's minions, who need to get those chances, would love to make this series easy for themselves. It won't be. It's the winner semifinals. It's never going to be easy. Definitely want goals, and this might be one here! It will be! Fire! And as I said, again, he's so great in the air. I mean, this isn't anything complicated. It's just an air dribble from the ground, but Fire just, he knows when to play that kind of style, and he knows when to do something a little bit more technical. Such a scary player up in that air. And a 4th goal for Anima's minions here in Game 1, as a bit of a goal drought here for the last part of this game. Fire has been able to open the floodgates a little bit. And he'll go again. That first touch, not so good. Already proving just how tough it was to score that last goal so consistently. As AK. One falling in front. Oh, a miss for Invis! It's a wide open net. Fire will jump to it, but Squubs will be there first. ArrivalSeven will keep the ball as Invis waits for AK to challenge. AK still moving as Squubs. Fire, that is straight back to Invis. And ArrivalSeven can have a chance here. Up the back wall. Squubs will be next to it as double commit for KCG. Keep that ball out for now as that one not on target. Put away. Anima's minions. A little bit more panic here on defense. A lot of panic touches, and they'll get that ball away. Invis will be back. He got dunked though! Oh, and man, Invis. While I'm sure AK will say that was exactly planned, Invis here I mean, you gotta do better in this position. This is not the touch that you're asking for. That is straight into AK. When you're in the position that Invis is in, you can see AK. You know he's going to want to challenge that. Invis should be taking that back to the back corner and not trying to take chances this late in the game here as HG Anima's minions just take another with a minute to go. Definitely trying to feel that confidence is AK to the back corner. In front of that, that's an open plate for Squubs. And ArrivalSeven will take a second. So a miss from the corner by AK, and ArrivalSeven still hopeful in game 1. But they've got a lot of work to do. They've got to keep that pressure going. They've got to keep themselves pushing. And even if game 1 ends like this, you have to find a little bit more room in game 2 to make things happen as KCG Anima's minions. Base may have caught out ArrivalSeven early. It has not done its job late in this game, but that's a great pass. They've replaced the speed with just quality execution. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that is the hallmark of teams that win these tournaments. Anima's minions doing that. If their speed isn't going to work, then their actual ability will. Some raw talent there for a team that has been together for at least a long enough amount of time to know how to work around each other. AK. Oh, it's another open net here. And that's going to go in. That actually bounced off Squubs into the nets. I don't think that was on target, but it won't really make a difference here. ArrivalSeven's already given up in this game, and I mean, this is a 7-2 scoreline. Anima's minions off to a solid start here. 2v2 as a mode, definitely known for its high-scoring games. This one, though, was high-scoring for only one of these teams. That's going to be another goal. Why not get another goal? I mean, it has been... We have seen a lot of goals in the last minute. As ArrivalSeven just delaying the inevitable with a consolation goal late in game 1. As this game will finally come to a close. 7-3 the scoreline. Anima's minions will take game 1. Means we go to game 2 and Forbidden Temple to see how this series will progress, but the shots itself 16-10. Anima's minions did outshoot the ArrivalSeven side, but in this game it felt more even. The speed of Anima's minions not nearly as surprising as it was at the beginning of this game. Still, I definitely worry for the kind of chances they were making for themselves. We will head right on into game 2 eventually. The Anima's minions in the lead. Here we go, game 2. Series continues here as Anima's minions look for yet another win to really give themselves an advantage over ArrivalSeven. 1 game is something, but 2 is even better. And they're off to a good start here. AK, 4 seconds in, they'll take the first goal of the second game. And Anima's minions, I can't speak, trying to keep that confidence flowing. The way that they're playing, they're sure to keep this going. They're sure to keep goals going in. And with all the game modes we're going to see today, we're not seeing free at all today. There's going to be a lot of goals, a lot of plays in the back of that net. Only for cross progression league playoffs. For the individual performance series, which itself is in its last week of the regular season. And if we have the time for it, we'll be getting to see Zinc versus Lepid later tonight, right after this series. It is time pending. This series ends on time as AK by Invis as Fire will take to the sky. He's got a little bit of boost and enough to make things happen. Musty flick, saved by Invis. We had a full tank to work with. Now he goes to net. AK. Oh, I thought he was going to miss that. He jumps very shallow to that ball. He looked like he was going to undershoot it initially. It will be made, and Anima's minions can keep that 1 goal lead safe for now as Fire, I don't know if he's ever going to hit the double tap like that. And now he's out of position. It's 2v1 the other way. Squubs waiting. Oh, no, he isn't. That is straight to AK. I don't know if him and Invis had different ideas of what was going to happen there, but that was a play wasted. That is a 2v1. That's the kind of stuff you want at this level. Because you don't get them often, those kind of plays in 2v2. You need to make them count. That's one that ArrivalSeven will want back because they could have done so much better there. Squubs to the back wall. Fire's gotta be careful! That's gonna go high. As Burn Dragon to cast some ATS matches. Hey, enjoy it, my friend. I'm happy to have you back. I hope that you enjoy it. We got a lot of teams this season. If you need any help with casting matches, let me know. I will help you out the best I can. Just DM me about it. Or ping me about it in ATS. I'll answer you. Still only a 1 goal difference here in game number 2. That could have been a chance there as AK will clear this one out, and he's got a chance to go the other way. The 50, back to Fire! Bang! 2-0! A big goal at a big moment! And the moves keep on going. And a 2-goal lead, but it won't be for long. That's back the other way. An answer from ArrivalSeven as a fake kickoff, and it was executed perfectly. Invis got that demo. And I always love to see teams do stuff like this, because you don't see it often. Yeah, it's so enjoyable. I love that kind of stuff. It really makes me happy here. Oh my goodness, that's loud. Thank you for the follow there. Similarity. I don't know, maybe my notifications are louder again. That caught me off guard. But thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Spuddy stream. We've got a playoff matchup here. Winner semifinals. ArrivalSeven versus KCG Anima's minions. ArrivalSeven looking to tie things up. That's a long touch. Invis will go across the goal. AK clears this one out. KCG pulled a steady 1-goal lead. Well, they're playing a lot more defense this game than they would want to. Invis. Back wall. Shot from Fire to cut that one off. Squubs, though, is ready for it as that's going to go on target, but straight down is AK. ACG will clear this one as... Oh, that's a miss! It's open! It's in! AK with a 3-1 lead in game 2. One mistake is all they need here, and we've seen a couple whiffs like this from ArrivalSeven. Very uncharacteristic of this team. Very odd, to say the very least. And that is... Oh, that's an opening they will not miss. As off the crossbar, that's an opening that ArrivalSeven will miss. As Squubs will try to keep the play moving to the front of the net. Fire had to jump down and take that. He was not ready for the initial shot there, and that almost got the Anima's minions teams watching, as that will go in front of the net. AK. Invis. And just bouncing around the field. Will be cleared back. Viz, challenged by Fire. Squubs is waiting. His minions. Fire will this one away. As offense still. Invis. Ooh, that's a double commit. That's going to make things really awkward here for Anima's minions as they're going to be waiting back. Here goes Invis to the back wall. AK can't get it. That's going to go off the bar. Invis had his chance. That's going to stay away from the net. They needed that. They really did. As Squubs now. Infield. Invis again. Save away as AK gets on the end of it. Inside the final 10 seconds. Anima's minions will clear that ball away one last time and end the game here. A much closer game, only 3 goals to 1. But a 2-0 series lead here. That means we move to Game 3. They're excited, they're energized, I know they are. But they're gonna have to be ready for quite a tough matchup. As the match continues into its 3rd game. As ArrivalSeven now down 2 games in this series. The first 2, I mean, the second game was a lot better than the first one. Although that's not saying much, but they're going to need to find an early lead. They have not had one yet. I think if you're Anima's minions, you're doing everything you can to not give them any hope of coming back in this series. A 2-game lead is a good lead that you'd want to hold. As AK will look for net. Save away by Squabs is pinched long. Fire. Dunk on Invis is still possession for Anima's minions, as now he'll go off the back, looking to take out Invis. Will take the boost instead. Invis will take this, but he's ran out. He won't win the corner either, as it's cleared away. Squabs on almost nothing in the tank. Anima's minions back on offense again, as that aggressive move. It's a great play from Squabs, though, faking it for Invis and trying to buy his team some time. ArrivalSeven playing defensively. They've got to do well to slow down Anima's minions. This team wants to play fast. They want to make you panic. They're going to make you panic, and they're going to jump on any play they can. Gotta slow this team down right now. They've continued to score, and this bounce, I mean, that is just perfect for AK, but he's the first one to it. That is a wide open chance that he's not missing. As the play continues here, a 1-0 lead, maybe a 2-0 lead here, as Invis will get on the end of that. Now it's AK, stopped short of the net, as it's a back pass. Fire holds on to it, and Anima's minions go upfield again. Invis has got to be careful. He's had a bit of issues in that back corner. He's had a couple plays back there where he's made whiffs. He's got to make sure he stays consistent, because any goal for Anima's minions, and they're going to take it. You don't give this team open nets, because I mean, they're already proven they can score when the net's covered in the first place. You don't want to make their job easier for them. Especially not when your team is already losing. Be a real gut punch here to go from 1 goal away to 2, as this is a play for Fire. That's a great read from Squabs. Will pinch it up his own back wall, and ArrivalSeven, another heavy clear here, so not keeping possession is Invis. He's going to win the play anyways, though, because that's a giveaway touch, and how did they miss that one? Invis goes again! That's in! Tie game! And that first chance was whiffed on. Squabs, he'll be so happy that that's scored, because if that's not going in, well, you wonder if, how this team's going to be able to play, knowing that that was an open net. But they'll take it. And out the kickoff, they'll look for another. It is kept away. As Fire. Unable to get the flick. Squabs. Still Squabs. The flick. Fire. Can't get it! He tried to lift it over the bar, but he completely messed up on his first touch there. And this game now is in favor of ArrivalSeven, so things have turned around. Because we've gotten a little bit more interesting here. These teams preparing as another one! Up the kickoff for Squabs. And what has happened here? Anima's minions have completely folded. We haven't really seen them play down a goal, but clearly it's not their favorite position to be in. because they are struggling. As again here, as AK gonna leave it back for Fire. There's a demo on the backfield. Invis took out AK, but it's Fire who will go. Save away by Squubs. Invis will get a free clear on this one, and AK can't do anything except leave the ball in the back corner. Anima's minions taking a 2-game lead. In themselves on a major deficit late in this game. And with only 1 goal to speak of. Last game was the starting signs of this team's maybe falling apart here, but Fire will not let them do it! That's big! That's a huge goal! And with 90 seconds left, Anima's minions have given themselves a chance in Game 3. Still time to go. But they gotta move fast, and Fire looking to do it again. Flick reset won't go anywhere. That's a huge clear. AK, will he be back? Yes, he will. Save away. Now he looks for the clear, but it is Squubs will be first to it, but he actually overcommitted here. Fire again on the dribble, looking for the bump. It is Invis and Squubs to keep it out. Fire held up at the end of that play, and it will prove to be costly as Invis will keep it out. Infield for AK. Anima's minions just need a chance. It's AK. Oh, he's missed this one wide. He didn't mean to hit that. Because that would have been a great setup had he just not got that last touch. But he'll go again. Another dribble play. This time trying to go low on Squubs. He'll cover that too. It's Fire. Waiting. We'll let Squubs take this, and with running out here, Anima's minions getting desperate. As the play continues, AK will be waiting back. Now he'll go for his dribble. Invis again. 10 seconds to go. Fire. His chance. Squubs gets right up in his face. Does not let him have it. And KCG now have run out of time. That will end Game 3. ArrivalSeven off a mid-game surge will take the 3rd game of the series. For Anima's minions, it was just too little too late here. They got their offense going, but when you start moving that late in a matchup, it is so tough to get the goals when you need them. Down by 2 with a minute 30, they had the time to do it. They had the chances too. You look back at that air dribble bump at the end of that game from Fire, and you think, what if they do score that? Because Fire had a great setup and he just didn't get contact. Held up at the end of that play, and without the air dribble bump, this team now has to win the 2 games still. So we go to Game 4. Anima's minions, I mean, they are in the driver's seat, it feels like, but really last game has proven this team is not immune from these deficits. Is they look for an early start, not even giving themselves chances to go down early in this game as Fire. Bubs is waiting. And he'll challenge again here as Anima's minions out of just continue to jump in. That's that into that. It is. Oh my goodness. It just goes in. As Fire will just continue to push, and sometimes when you take these challenges, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Squubs, it doesn't work for him here. Anima's minions will go by 1 again here. Early on these games, they've looked good. It's been the middle point when the fatigue starts to set in that it can really hurt here, but Anima's minions now looking to let that be a factor, because now they've had a second. Off the kickoff, it will be Fire. And that was the issue last game, was the kickoff, so Anima's minions looking to not let it be an issue again. As in his AK. Back wall. Double! Oh my goodness! Another one! That is an incredible shot too, because that is fast. That is a tough angle to make, because ArrivalSeven actually had that covered. It's a great shot. In a game like this where you want to take that advantage. Those are the kind of goals that you gotta score at this level. ArrivalSeven facing an early deficit, but a much worse one than they did last game. The Anima minions took them a bit too lightly early on. Now they're not, because they're really making this team work. As AK, well, that's going to be dunked out, and that's an open net for Invis. AK was way too close to play to think that he can go for a dribble here. I mean, he's got to go for 50-50, either that or he's got to play much safer there. Whenever someone on that other side is going to challenge you, you have to be willing to take that challenge, because if they dunk you, that's going in the back of the net. Decision that AK made incorrectly will mean that that's the first goal of the game for ArrivalSeven, as now they'll look for another as Invis again. Down the field will get past one. AK hits it up into the ceiling. Fire can't read it, but he won't need to. Now he needs to read this, though, and he will do just that. It's sent down the field, and AK jumping in. Make things a little bit tougher for Squubs. Is using a lot of boost there as Squubs will progress down the field, but without much to work with. He really has to play off of Invis here. He doesn't mind, because that's a free shot! Save away by Fire as he watches that ding off the back post. Now another pass. Squubs. Oh, he went for the demo! Why did he not shoot that one? That was an net he could have gone for. Clearly, he was the only one who thought that, because Invis was pushing back. He was waiting for the shot there. Oh, that is an unfortunate situation. That's one where I'm surprised you don't just shoot that. There was a player in the net, sure, but that's a great chance. As now in front of the net. AK's got to get that block. Fire didn't trust in him there. Those minions really pulling themselves in here just to get a feel, because ArrivalSeven's playing so far back with those challenges that as a defender, you have to be conscious of how much boost you have left. As now Fire, left alone, will watch this one go across the field. Invis, that's a heavy first touch, and great play from Fire. Nobody was expecting the clear. And Anima's minions, they surely should be able to take offense here. And they will, as AK will find Fire as he rushes down the field. Making a beeline for that ball as AK again. Fire will again be first to it as Squubs is going to challenge early. And Fire saw that coming. One touch. Unable to get the second. AK in the air. Over Invis. The back corner almost in the top right of the nets, but will stay away as minions will pitch this one out and get that ball to safety. Less than 2 minutes here in this to go in this game. Anima's minions, if this lead can hold, they'll take match point here. A spot in the winners finals for whoever can win this matchup. Anima's minions, it feels like they're the team that's favored to make it this far, but they'll need to prove it here as AK Invis to send it away. A Fire. Oh, he's got to be careful. He got bumped. Will not get that challenge, but the shot from Squubs could have been a lot better. Anima's minions will once again test the back line as here's a chance to shoot. Fire will take it. Squubs is up in the air for it. And back to defense again goes KCG as Fire's demoed. Squubs. AK on clutch touch there to keep things down. Now it's an open backfield. He'll push it away here. And while Anima's minions haven't had much to work with on offense, they really don't need it this late in this game. There's a minute to go. They're up by 2. It's ArrivalSeven who needs to answer as Invis will get things started with that challenge. In the corner, Fire doesn't have a lot to work with here. Will force up the play from Squubs to the corner. Now up in the air. Anima's minions again just playing so heavily on the solo effort. They know they don't need to commit heavily, and they're not choosing to either. Just playing smart challenges, wasting out time on that clock, and forcing ArrivalSeven to wait and wait. As Fire might take it here, it will bounce in off of Invis. With less than 30 seconds, it was ArrivalSeven who just needed something to work, took their chances, and it will backfire as it goes in the net. And this surely will lock down match point for Krusty Crew Gaming. Fire will take it to the sky, flip a reset. Still on the play is Fire. Invis, he's gonna play that challenge, but AK will too, just to force them out. And ArrivalSeven, I mean, they ran out of time now in this game, so it's now triple match point for KCG, as they'll take one more goal for the road. But a free chances now for KCG to win this one. 3-1 the advantage, as ArrivalSeven calling a technical timeout here. Sorry, not technical, tactical timeout. No technical issues, from what I know. Timeout called. So it's a timeout called by ArrivalSeven, so they are allowed to use their tactical timeouts. Means that they're going to need to talk things out here, because sure whoever loses goes in lowers, but man, it's a tough lower bracket down there. Considering if you can win this, you skip 2 more rounds of action, you make this a lot easier for yourself. I think that's what everybody out here wants. That elite bracket's scary. Reminder, the loser of this will play against either JG Sunrise or the Mixed, whoever wins in their matchup. Again, we'll see how things go here. It's going to be an extra minute now in between games where both these teams talk things out. Anima's minions have their chance to win and go to that winners finals in just about a minute from now. The pressure's on ArrivalSeven. They got a timeout. They can use it. Now they got to make it count. They only get 1 per series as well, so they're going to have to make sure it counts. As actually looks like KC Anima's minions are also going to use their timeout. So yes, timeout called by Anima's minions. KCG also using their timeout. They're deciding that they're going to game plan as well. Although apparently it's not actually for a tactical reason. They're just doing it because they have something else they have to do. So they're going to have a couple minutes just to relax, get up, walk around, talk things out. So, now 2 extra minutes now. So we got the second of the 2 minutes going on right now. An extra 2 minutes in between these games to talk things out, get some game plan. That does mean for both these teams, though, no more timeouts after this. So after this, you only get at most a minute in between games that you have already. And that means for both these teams a little bit of time to talk, to plan things, to maybe try to reset. It's been a long match so far, and it's only been 4 games. We're here for quite an adventure. But again, these teams get a little bit of extra time to talk and, well, make decisions as we get back into this game. In just a moment, the timeouts have now just expired, so let's get these teams back in the lobby for Game 5 as KCG Anima's minions. I look to bounce back in this one as... Uh-oh, we don't have everybody in the lobby here. We don't have everybody in the lobby, so we're going to reset real quick. And wait for AK. We're gonna wait. AK hasn't made it back. We're gonna go into that DQ timer now, because we're gonna wait on AK. He should be back by now. He did say he had to leave, so we're gonna reset Game 5. But no, we are not allowed to play 1v2, so we're gonna reset Game 5 here, and we'll get everybody back in. Hopefully AK is back in just a few moments. If it's a technical issue, I'm sure they'll tell us, but AK's gone. He's gone for a lot longer than I thought he would be. This is going to buy into their DQ timer they have, so... We'll get these players back in. As we're going to call it a technical issue, so no wonder. I was going to say, he's here. Apparently it's a tech issue. I don't know if I fully believe that, but it makes sense. I hope he is here, is all I'm going to say. If he is here, hopefully he'll get sorted out in just a moment. But we are going to get a lobby reset for Game 5. Hopefully we'll actually get this match back underway shortly. For what could be the end of the series is... Yeah, AK apparently had a tech issue. He may have had a game crash. I've streamed them before. We didn't have an issue last time around, but it wouldn't surprise me. The new update and all, people have issues. I know he also just left, so he may have also just not gotten back in time. This is, again, going to buy into that forfeit timer they have, so we'll give them time. Hopefully they'll join back in whenever they have everybody in the lobby again. But this is to buy into the timer as ArrivalSeven. Again, need that bounce back. I mean, for them, though, it's a little extra time to maybe talk things out to get themselves back in this match. Yeah, we'll wait on AK and Fire. Now, they do have a sub on their roster, so we'll see if that ever gets used. But they do have a sub on their roster. Or no, they don't. They don't have a sub on their roster. It's the other KC team that has a sub on their roster. They don't have a sub on their roster. They gotta get AK in the lobby, or else this could be a forfeited series. Which, you know, up 3-1. What a terrible time. What a terrible time to forfeit a series like this. Again, I'm sure they'll be here in just a moment. We'll just have to wait on them. But again, if they're here, they're ready. We'll get things underway. Alright, AK said he's going to be joining back. There we go. AK's back, so a very long amount of time between these last two games. Get everybody in the lobby again here as technical issues for AK. He did just tell me it's tech issues. Must have been a game issue. I mean, yep, he's told us. Okay, it was a computer issue. So we'll get things up and running now. We can have the players join back. Let's go with everybody in the lobby here for game number 5. And we'll see if KCG take the series, or if ArrivalSeven can keep this one going. I didn't know if it was a tech issue or if AK just didn't come back. Apparently it is actually a tech issue. His computer had some issues. I mean, the whole new update, who knows? It could be anything. Maybe the game broke again. That always happens. With the update being today, there's always some issue. But we haven't seen it yet. Sometimes a spectator client has issues, but apparently not yet, or at least not now. Well, for now, we'll just have to wait and see as ArrivalSeven, again, and KCG both taking that time out, so for KCG trying to get things underway again, really. For both these teams, it's a complete reset. See how things go here, but that's a bit of a giveaway touch. AK will be in the air for it as off the corner, Invis is waiting. AK challenges, still AK, but unable to get that touch. It will be Fire in the air, and ooh, he doesn't get the good play on that as Squubs clears, pinched off of Fire. Invis. Fire jumping in off the corner, and now up the back wall. AK trying to leave this one in front as Invis waits back, and ArrivalSeven still challenging, but it's Fire again. Squubs is back for it, and a save here as KCG trying to slowly but surely pick up that pace again. After a reset, as long as they've had one, kind of can get tough to get back into the speed of things and the speed that they had earlier in this series, but give them time, they'll find something as another shot saved away as ArrivalSeven, a lot of early defense, and that's a play in front of the net that Squubs will handle as he's demoed again. My goodness. Minions doing everything they can as that's a giveaway touch. Fire! We saw AK do this earlier, I think, and Fire's now done it himself, and again it's to Invis, who has shown before he is not afraid to challenge, and oh my goodness, it's the same mistake before where you have to go for the 50-50 there. So again, KCG, I don't know if they just don't expect it from ArrivalSeven, but they should be. They've done it a ton already. Invis has proven he is not afraid to challenge that early. At some point, when do you say it's unexpected and when do you say it's just bad planning? After you see it one time, usually teams learn pretty quickly to not do it again. Fire will. Ooh, I thought he was going to find his way to AK there, but AK is just going to let this ball roll back and the back corner, or at least try to go up the back corner. Squubs isn't going to let him. Boom for AK. I don't know if you, I mean, he was looking for a flick, but it's fire. Saved by Squubs, who had no boost left on that. And a great clear. Invis will get rid of it. And AK will find fire again. Back wall, fire. Demo on Invis, he took him out cleanly. And here goes AK. It is Squubs who will be next to it. Fire. Oh, he's in the wrong position. He can't challenge now. As Invis with room, the flick, the goal. 2-0. ArrivalSeven has made their presence known. As that was a missed shot on the other side for KCG. That's two, and a 1v1 play. Invis has been the first one to really step up this game after that long timeout. Fire. Plays under one. Looking for the bump. Won't get it. And I mean, AK's in the right spot there, but KCG just not nearly as snappy as they were earlier. As Invis, this is a great chance to score. Fire didn't challenge early, and he probably could have in that position, but probably going to take the risk of losing the challenge and giving up another goal. Will instead play a little bit more passive as AK will win this from the corner, and KCG down late. No goals this game. They haven't even had that many shots to begin with. It's just been very slow going. Bit too predictable here, KCG. Not moving all that fast, although they're going to get a goal here. Fire. Again, they're not moving quickly. Quality of plays needs to be there for them. Fire's got 5 shots this game. But that speed isn't there. That's what Anima's minions need. They need that speed to come back. If they can play at the fast pace they had earlier, this is a great chance for them to win the series. Is 90 seconds now. Anima's minions. Ooh, a bit too slow. Invis. It's off the post. It will not go in as AK's gonna win this one. It's an open net. Fire. Oh, he missed. And AK, oh, he missed as well. Chances galore. That was a big one. And now Invis. Oh, he's hit this one very high. AK is not gonna have it. Won't need it either as Fire to the corner. By Squubs. He's got room. And he's got Invis who's waiting. AK upfield, but it's Fire all alone. It is kept out. He will miss on the bump. And it's the other way they go. Team pinch. Goal. 3-1 ArrivalSeven as AK. Oh, that's a bad decision late in this game. When your team needs you on defense, AK, his first option is going for boost. If he doesn't go for booster, he makes that save. Guarantee he does. And I mean, AK, he knows he's on defense. He knows that Fire is upfield. I wonder if Fire just didn't tell him that they had a chance to score, because, I mean, if he didn't, I could see why AK would think he had time there. Fire's bumped out. AK jumps in. Game 6, a likely outcome here as Anima's minions need something good. Fire might bring it to them, and he missed the nets. And Fire's shooting this game has been a bit lackluster at times. And he's had chances. He's been a goal-scoring machine tonight, but this game has been a big difference. That timeout really hurt him. ArrivalSeven will send the series to Game 6. His minions will need to fight another game here. I mean, Game 7 is not unlikely at this point. We'll have to see if it is where we go. Neo Tokyo, Game 6. Again, no more timeouts left for either of these teams, so we go right into this next game. And for Anima's minions, Fire, just a lackluster shooting here. A performance, 7 shots and only 1 goal. That's not the kind of shooting you need at this point in your tournament. You need to be putting some of those plays in. So the pressure is on them here, and Anima's minions, they've got a lot to prove going into game number 6 and get things underway immediately here. Anima's minions again can win out this series, but they will need to prove it here. This Game 5 was probably the worst they've looked all night. Fire especially will want to get things back going because he just could not get his shots going that game. Too many chances that he missed and just didn't put on. Now he's gonna... Now is this game really to... After a game of maybe a bad game, he now needs to prove that this game is his. As back he goes. Challenge will be a play that he can work with as he bumps out Invis. AK, Squubs, off the back wall, and ArrivalSeven stays with it. AK goes again. It will be a challenge won by Squubs. Fire will be there for it as he's taken out. Squubs has eliminated the defense, but Invis still needs to score, and he'll do just that! Anima's minions taken off the field by Squubs, and it is Invis who will say, thank you very much. That is a play he doesn't miss. He has shown from last game he absolutely can dribble this ball. As a fake kickoff, Squubs is taken out though. That has backfired badly for ArrivalSeven. As they'll still have offense. They may even have a chance to score here, but demo means that they won't be able to put a second player up the field as Squubs takes that challenge. AK still. AK goes off the crossbar. Here goes Fire. He doesn't have boost, and he doesn't even get the shot on. AK again. That is off the post. Anima's minions keep trying, and this is open! It's Fire! And a tie game! Anima's minions never left! And Krusty Crew will even the scoreline early in Game 6. They had to work for that one. But it will be worth it, as the aggressive plays, so often it backfires in that position when you have such low boost, but here they are given a play from ArrivalSeven, and they take it well as Fire on Invis, who has shown so far he does not miss on these 1v1 plays. Now bumped out as Squubs the last one back. AK will avoid the bump attempt. Now he guts one over as Invis is waiting. AK will bump out Invis. Invis is still going as Fire, not taking any chances. Zone back corner for AK. Well, that's not the touch Fire wanted. He will still make something of it though, as the play goes wide, but offense here for KCG is a bad touch. AK, oh, he can't jump. Now he's got to go back. This one is on. And AK, I mean, he needed better from Fire there, but that is one where AK, that's just too hesitant. He either goes or he doesn't, and, well, he just made his decision too late. And for KCG, the quick pace is back, but the decision-making is not there. They're making the wrong choices. ArrivalSeven, I mean, they haven't really changed all that much in this series. They've just watched as KCG have made the worst decisions. So there has been a lot more consistency and a lot less mistakes from ArrivalSeven than what we saw in the early part of this game. And again, Game 7, not off the cards here. Invis will win this one. Squubs, surely this is 3-1. Oh, he's missed it. That should have been in. We'll go again. Invis is waiting. Oh, that's a great pass. That's an even better recognition from KCG, who get that block, and they'll get some boost as well. Fire will leave this one as... Now he goes. Invis still on it. One last touch. Oh, he lifted away. It's open. Fire. He missed it. He's still got a chance, and he'll put this one in. Oh, it's a big error. Miscommunication. Squubs and Invis had the same idea. If even one of those two players doesn't go, it's not going to be a goal, but because both of them went, the backfield is wide open. Anima's minions, who looked all alone on defense, get away with a goal in their favor. As Invis will move to offense. This has not exactly been a pretty game for Anima's minions. They only need one, though. They're going to need to find some way to get consistency, because their offense has not been there for this game so far. And a bit of a disconnect. Fire's still going to win this one. It is AK who will win the play. It's going towards goal. It is Fire who will not be able to beat out Squubs. Pinch back. AK beat by Invis, who... Oh, and he missed it! It's open! Squubs to score! How did Fire miss it? This late in the series, you can't make those errors. And for Fire there, he had all that time. No one was going to challenge him. And I don't know what's got in Sapphire in the last one of this series, but after the timeout they took, man, he has just not been the same since. He'll go again. That is straight back to the blue half of the field. Man, KCG have not helped themselves in this game, or really the end of this series. Only needing one game and have not exactly done well in their late performances. As Fire, that's wide. Invis will be pushed, but not out of the way. This is a 4-2 lead. ArrivalSeven. And this is Champions Field bound, it seems. Game 7. Another fake kickoff. This time it will work as Fire's gonna have a tough time getting back. He will get the block, but only just barely with all of his boost used. He'll win the challenge too, but there's a little time to go. They've got to get something. That might be it. It's AK. Oh, what a great play. Invis got in the way. And Invis has really stepped up for his team. The ability just to kind of do things on his own. He's got a pretty solid grasp of 1v1 as Squubs bumped out. Fire will leave in the midfield as AK. Oh, he's missed the net there. Fire will watch as Invis blocks. It's AK again. This will be in. ArrivalSeven making some pretty impressive efforts. Invis from the top of the net, but it won't be enough. Anima's minions need one more. 29 seconds to do it. That winner's finals, the top 3 finish guaranteed for whoever can take this one. Anima's minions, I mean, they had a 3-1 series lead. They have only made things tougher for themselves here. And by now forcing the series to likely go to Game 7 unless they can take it here. Fire. Invis sends it back. AK, he doesn't have a lot to work with here and he can't get the ball. We are going to Champions Field. Game 7, ArrivalSeven, a potential for a 3-1 series comeback. And again, Anima's minions have not done themselves any favors here in this matchup. Mistakes, missed chances, 14 shots and 3 goals. Their offense has been a shell of its former self. Their defense has made some costly errors. And ArrivalSeven taking advantage of all the openings they're getting here because it looks like a reversal of what we saw earlier. ArrivalSeven were making the mistakes earlier in this game, and it was offense that looked amazing out of Anima's minions. It is now a reverse of that as we go into Game 7. Anima's minions now are ArrivalSeven now fighting for that spot in the winners finals. 1 game left to decide things as Invis clears it. Squubs will keep it away, and Invis, the player to watch at this point. He's clearly made himself known as the player to watch for on ArrivalSeven as Squubs trying to get things started. Fire just goes in, and now he's trying to take out Invis. Won't do so, but Squubs takes out Invis. Why not? It's its own teammate. And Fire will wait as Squubs is not daring to go. Fire, you gotta be careful not to get dunked here. We'll jump early. As AK takes the demo. There goes Invis. Squubs the last one back as that touch from Fire. Should have been a little bit better time. Now he will keep it up in the air as AK is waiting. Won't be able to shoot. This is off the side wall as AK. And Anima's minions really taking their time here. Much slower than what we saw start off this series. Slower, more methodical. And this is going to favor ArrivalSeven as AK off the nets will keep it out. Here he goes again. No boost left, just goes for it. Invis is waiting. Fire. Jumping in! Nobody went for ArrivalSeven! And the net was open for him! Fire just went for it! And Squubs and Invis looked at each other. 1 goal for Anima's minions, and it may be the goal they need. As now AK will try for a second. Invis early, but a pinch! AK gets it done! Anima's minions will not give up in this matchup. It may be 2 games straight from their opponents. But KCG in Game 7 looking to stop any semblance of a comeback. This game is far from over as Invis off the ceiling. It is AK. Invis, corner to net. Fire waits under it. And Anima's minions go again, looking for 3. It's Fire, he's got a pass! Double in! Fire does it again! And Anima's minions look unstoppable right now! Fire! Twirling in the air! And in Game 7 when they need it, Fire's offense has stepped up at last. After 2 straight games of opportunities gone by, and Game 7 is where Fire will shine. But AK bumped. We'll keep this one away. AK. Dribble. Past Squabs. Invis is waiting. Anima's minions just trying to chase this one down as it Squabs again. AK will clear Anima's minions. Gonna keep things upfield as it will be Squabs once more. Fire. Still, Invis to clear. AK to the corner as it will be launched out of defense. And Fire, that's a big demo. It's wide open. AK missed it. It was up too high. Now ArrivalSeven, not out of this just yet, but Fire looks again. This one is off of Invis and in. An own goal. You almost feel like that might be the goal to end things. Two minutes left. Anima's minions. A battle for survival is... At lower brackets, it's scary, that's for certain. You won't want to go there at this point in your tournament. Starlight waits on the winner of this game. Anima's minions are less than 2 minutes away from it. As Fire set up for AK. Invis will go. AK waits back. He'll get that first block, but it's Squabs who walks in and he just can't put it on. And there's nobody back. Fire for 5. It's off the crossbar. And ArrivalSeven given another chance at life. Squabs midfield. AK keeps it out. Time's running out here for ArrivalSeven as Squabs goes again. Another shot too high. He'll get the demo, but Invis with no boost has to take a chance. AK is waiting on it. And KCG just keep that ball out. 1 minute to go. ArrivalSeven. Is there even enough time left? Squabs. Invis. Off the back post. Nothing can go in. On the orange side of the field, and Fire looking for the dagger. The dribble. Trying to find the dunk, but Squabs will challenge at the perfect time. And ArrivalSeven, unfortunately for them, that is just a lot of time spent on the defensive side. It's cleared up again. AK. Another challenge. Squabs will take this one as on that dribble. Fire. Challenged by Squabs as KCG wait. Time will continue to tick away. And for ArrivalSeven, they still are looking for something. Up the corner, Squabs and Invis, they just can't score. KCG will win this one. 7 games. But they'll be in the winners finals, taking on Starlight. ArrivalSeven will see the rest of their run continue from the lower bracket. In 7 games, it was a hopeful comeback for ArrivalSeven that will end in disappointment. KCG Anima's minions will take this one. Seven games. A long, long series, but KCG do what they need to do. And it was not pretty. That Game 5 and Game 6, I'm sure they'd love to forget about those ones. But they get that victory that they were looking for. As we're not even going to waste too much time here. Because our next mode is 1v1, and it's going to be from the individual performance series. So, again, what a performance here. Big win in Game 7. As that series took quite a long amount of time, but exciting nonetheless here. Again, it's going to be Zinc and Lepid, who's now our next matchup. So, we're not even going to waste any time, because we got to go right to our next series. We're actually a little late to it right now. So, I'm going to get these players in the lobby in just a moment here. See if we can get this match underway in just about a minute or two. This is 1v1. There we go. We'll get the lobby up for him. And we'll get this second series of the day underway. Is, again, Zinc versus Lepidmode. This will be a good matchup, I think. Think of the House Whiffendor Whiff-Off side, taking on Lepidmode, who we've seen so often this season. Both these players, I believe, are 2-2 right now in the individual performance series. Yes, they are. This is week 5, by the way, so the last week of the regular season. A pretty important match for both teams to be successful, as, again, last week of the regular season, they both have made it into playoffs, so there's not, they don't have anything to lose anymore. But obviously, seeding matters. And in the individual performance series, seeding really does matter. You want that easy matchup early on in your matches. We're going to get these players in the lobby here, so let's go right into this 1v1 action. We're not wasting any time. As Zinc takes on Lepid. Zinc's on the blue, Lepid on the orange. And this is a best of 5 now, as my bracket forgot to update correctly. One moment. Hopefully nobody scores at early. Oopsies. I'm not reporting anyone. There we go. We're in. Game 1 here. Zinc and Lepid, and oh, we've seen a lot of Lepid already, but both these players are 2-2. And we know Zinc's pretty mechanical. We've seen him before. And we know he's a pretty good 1v1 player as well. Like, he's not a bad 1v1 player. I mentioned before in the Paradise Cup he didn't look like a good 1v1 player. He's a 1v1 player. I've been corrected since then because of his performance in the individual performance series. Although Lepid, we know how good he is at once. We've seen him a lot this season. He's off to a strong start here. 1 goal already, as he'll get the flick over Zinc. Thank you for the follow there. Proxy Dead, welcome to the Spuddiest stream. We're here for individual performance series action. It's Zinc and Lepidmode. Zinc, who plays on House Whiffendor. Lepidmode, who used to play, and actually still plays for House Whiffendor. He's on the Whiffguardian Leviosa roster right now. As Lepid now has 2 for himself. And I remember Lepid and Zinc, I mean, they booked me for today for this matchup. It's a match, I don't know how good Zinc is initially at ones. I've seen him before. I know he's good at ones, but admittedly that was in a division of some pretty good 1v1 players. This is one that's a little bit closer to his rank. It's tier 2, by the way, for all of you wondering. You're in the individual performance series. These players are both, I believe, GC in ones, so I'll tell you about it. About GC 1 is about the rank range you're expecting as Lepid right now. He's got 3 goals here. That's an open net for him. And he'll just keep on scoring as the goals keep on flying in. And unfortunately for Zinc, he's been taking a lot of aggressive pushes early. As when is the VOD for KSG game going to be up? As soon as the whole stream today is done. It's going to be up, I promise. I've got one more match after this one at 10 Eastern, which is an hour from now. And once that match is over, once my stream is done, the VOD will be up automatically. It'll also be up on my YouTube, SpuddyFC, if you want to check out. Go subscribe. Post all my VODs there as well. So every VOD I've ever had is up on my YouTube channel. So you'll see it there as well. SpuddyFC again. Go join the YouTube as Zinc went for I think he went for a pogo play there. Didn't work out so well. And Lepid, who is already 3 goals up, just looking for even more. Zinc on almost no boost. Lepid, he's got a 2-2 record here this season, but game 1 you want to start off well, start off strong here as Zinc himself. I didn't even mention he's a pretty interesting player to think about. He's a new player as well. He's only 15 years old. He's a very young competitor. And if you want to kind of comparison to how old these players are, Zinc's 15, Lepid, I believe, is 21. I believe Lepid's 21, so, think himself a pretty young player here, but he will get his first as over a minute and a half into this game. again, made to really fight for plays here as Zinc will play the challenge and win as a flip reset. Oh, it's gonna go in! Lepid wasn't covering his net and Zinc saw it. And I don't know if Lepid's trying to posture himself to play the challenge, but he's not covering his nets, and it's a great flip reset from Zinc, but really, that shouldn't go in. That really shouldn't go in. Lepid, I mean, he's a pretty good one-flip player. I think he knows that he wasn't covering his net there. That is a play that, at this level, you don't really want to go in on if you're playing that defensive side. And fortunately for Lepid, he didn't play it well. And Zinc will take it as now run for a flick of his own after being 3 goals down, looking for another one as he's overcommit here. He'll be back in time for it. So go and take the back corner boost. Lepid will wait as Zinc another air dribble play. He definitely known for this, Zinc, but that play has gone horribly wrong for him. And I mean, Lepid's starting to realize if he just waits and Zinc messes up, which he has done already a few times, he can score right off of that. As that will mean that now we have a 4-2 difference. As it will be Zinc to make another. He'll get him! And only 1 goal away now from tying things up. You really feel like he's asking for his chances. As the offense will... Zinc, at least he's hoping, will continue. As Lepid on the dribble. Zinc is pushed out the way, and this is offense for Lepid, but he won't get a chance here. As the ball's cleared back. Zinc will try. That's a high flick, but Lepid was ready for it. And for all the mechanical stuff that Zinc's doing, Lepid's just... Really, the key to playing against Zinc is going to be good defense. If you can play good defense, it's not that Zinc's unreadable. He's absolutely readable. If you can play good defense, he oftentimes goes back to defense with no boost in the tank. You can really use that if you're Lepid, because he's not bad on defense. He definitely knows what he's doing. Maybe he can use it correctly. Sets himself up for success in this game as Lepid trying to chase him down. Will get control of this one as Zinc can't go. And Lepid's going to play the 50-50. He didn't get the boost either. So he's going to have to go all the way back here and give Zinc the play as Zinc... Boom. Oh, what a great flick! That's a beautiful play from Zinc! That is high and fast. And no one's blocking that one. A little backflip flick, and Zinc... He's got these moments where you just can't stop him. No matter what you say, and no matter how, many times he may mess up, he's going to have those plays where you have to watch and just admire it, because you can't stop that. That's an amazing flick from that close to the net. Lepid's got no chances. He's missed this one! Zinc played him well there. He knew Lepid was going to panic going back to defense. He knew Lepid was going to rush this one. Instead of playing the fast shot, just hits it low and hits it slow. And, I mean, Lepid, he was made to look a fool there. As now Zinc takes the lead in this one. And is proving why this game is going to be close. It's the last week of the regular season. Everybody's trying for something here as Lepid. That's going to go in. Zinc was expecting Lepid to not go for this play, but Lepid had like 15 boosts. He had enough just to put a shot on, and clearly Zinc underestimated his chances. We have a lot of goals this game. This is going to be a long series. Reminder, after this, we got another best of 7 with the Cross Progression League 2v2 league with Alpha and Omega 2v2. So, oh man, Lepid, he'll want that one back. He's been trying to pre-jump Zinc here, and honestly, he doesn't need to. Zinc has been relatively obvious when he's going for his plays. That's one where Lepid, if he just takes us another second to relax, he gets that block easily, and he probably takes control as well. Really only did that to himself here. Oh, no way, is that in? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my goodness! Zinc! I mean, we knew he had what it took, but that is amazing! Oh my goodness! And he's just pulling away now. With a minute still left, that was worth the price of admission. As he'll go again, Zinc. The challenge is won. And it's 8-5 now. As, by the way, thank you for the follow, Inverted. Welcome to the Spottiest stream. We've got Zinc versus Lepidmode in a 1v1 matchup. Zinc, who started this game off 0-3. 3-0 down. As, well, he used his known mechanical ability to really take out Lepid here, who himself isn't a mechanical player. By comparison, we know he's got mechanics, but he's definitely much more grounded. He plays a much more simple, consistent style. Unfortunately for him, Zinc is popping off right now, and it's 9-5. I mean, this game feels like it's over. I don't think we're gonna have any questions on this game, as Zinc again just doing what he needs to do, getting it done how he wants to. And a pretty high-scoring battle. I think it's gonna stay consistently high-scoring. As it will be Zinc again. Will not win that challenge. Lepid with an answer. Oh, it's gone a bit high. That is... Oh, it's going to end this game as Lepid gets one more. 9 seconds. 3 goals. I don't think that's going to happen here. And with time running out, Zinc, oh, he's gonna get another. He's gonna get 10 here. Why not? As, oh, thank you for the follow. Hey, Tesla, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. As this game, now it's over. But game 1, just like that, Zinc. What a strong start here. That means we go to game 2 pretty quickly here to keep this thing going. The definite answer here is that there's going to be more goals. No question. It's going to just be like a question of can Lepid stop the offense from Zinc? Because with the way that Zinc's playing, he's going to keep scoring. Lepid's going to have to play some pretty good defense to keep him out. Not out of range. I know Lepid well enough to know that he's got the defense to block here. He's going to need to find it, and it's going to be tough. Played a player. He may not have played a player nearly as mechanical as Zinc is, or nearly as flashy as Zinc is, I should say. As this series now goes into its second game with a as again, what a huge start to the series here for Zinc. Game 1's his, 10-5. Or sorry, 10-7 or 6. I forgot exactly how many goals Lepid scored. Anyways, all I know is that Zinc scored more in game 1. I'm sure someone in chat's gonna make fun of me for that. Zinc's gonna get another goal 7 seconds into this game. So not wasting any time here. As Zinc already an incredible start as Lepid. Long touch to keep plays going. But it won't work against Zinc. He's got the mechanical ability now. Flip resets. He won't get it. Lepid does well to get in the way of that, and this should be an open net for him. He missed his first touch, but his second one will be enough. As Zinky went for the flip reset there, and I mean, you can get it correctly. It's so tough to stop, but how did he not get the flippers that he wants there? He also kind of hit the ball a bit too hard, right into Lepid. And that is painful as Lepid's gonna take the lead now. That's big. Why not here for Lepid? He'll put the pressure on Zinc early in this game. As Lepid again, another kickoff! Hell, he'll take another one. And he'll be more than happy with that, as... I don't know what to say anymore, but Zinc, he's, well, after what we saw last game, we know he can come back. I guess we can't count him out at all in, Game 2. There's gonna be a challenge gone a little bit wide here. Zinc will... We missed his shot, and he doesn't even have boost. He's gotta be careful. And he's gonna just have to play keep away with Lepid as Lepid trying to pull him out of position. He has done so, as here's a dribble. That's a great challenge from Zinc. Cleanly goes. And should be a second. It will be. Zinc has scored back. But we're not even we're just about a minute through this game. As I said before, it's gonna be a goal rally. And Zinc is more than happy to take the open net. I think at this point I'm going to start skipping some of these open net goals because we got a lot of them in this game. I got a series right after this one. I know these players themselves don't really need to see open net goals, so I usually don't skip them, actually, nowadays because it hurts my replay. But open nets, we'll start skipping them because I got to make sure we get this series done in time. I mean, how many goals have been scored? We might be at a bit of trouble here when it comes to time. As I'm sorry, replay. I'm so sorry, replay. You just have to deal with it. As we'll go back for defense on the dribble. We'll this one out. Zinc. Ooh, he doesn't get the touch he wanted there, so he's gonna leave this play away. Lepid still up with it, and low boost. Zinc doesn't realize this, so that's a good flick from Lepid, but it's a bit high of the net, and Zinc's expecting a bump play there. Lepid is only just about getting back, and I'm surprised Zinc didn't realize sooner that Lepid didn't have any boost left. Now he'll chase him down. He doesn't get the ball, and Lepid will flick again. Zinc, another block on defense. He's had to make a couple of those. A follow-up shot, Zinc again. Now he'll take it away. So offense here for Zinc is this game even. Again, another early lead for Lepid that he can't hold. Zinc, it's his time to, feels like, to take the lead again on Lepid late in one of these games. We're not even that late in this game. It's just been a longer game than most. Touch. Feet to Lepid. Lepid will not get the play he wants. Still, the dribble, the fake. Can he? He will score it. And Zinc rushed this one. He, again, isn't doing a very good job at reading when Lepid has low boost. As we'll stay on this one. Pull up to the ceiling will be for Lepid, as again Zinc on no boost. He's using everything he has just to set up these plays. He's not considering the fact that he's got to play some defense late in this game too. Maybe he's not worried about defense. 2 minutes left. He's got a lot of time. There's still a lot more goals to come here. As good first touch for Zinc. Flip reset. He's got room. He almost put that one right through Lepid, as that's gonna roll into the net. Lepid, he doesn't need to touch this one, and he won't either. He's gonna wait a little bit more. And man, he is wasting time right now. Time that Zinc needs. For Zinc, he's gone for a lot of these air dribble plays. They have not worked so well this game. 3 goals only. He's had plenty of shots, but again, he doesn't seem to have much of a regard for defense. And that's probably the reason why he has not exactly been at the top of this league. You need defense to be successful, and if you don't really want to play defense, that is half of your game in 1v1. That is a part of your game that you definitely need. Here's Lepid. Bumped out, will get another block, and again, Zinc using everything on offense. And again, he gives it up here as, again, Lepid's gonna slowly make his way to net. He doesn't need to rush. He's just playing for time. Again, Zinc, now he's got to start rushing these plays a little bit more. As off kickoff, he's been good at those. And he'll find one past Lepid. So, Zinc's not wasting any time. He'll put another one in. He needs 2 more to at least tie this game. Oh, it's another good kickoff here. Zinc, can he make this one work? Well, Lepid's going to have boost, so Zinc's going to have to make something happen, as that's a bad effort from the front post. I don't know if he wanted... It looked like as if he maybe wanted to go for a 50-50 there, but from that angle, Lepid's always going to win that one, and Zinc is... Oh, it's another flip reset that's gone terribly wrong for Zinc here. He's not hit... he has not really done well at hitting those here. He's done a lot better on keeping things simple. Maybe air dribbles. As he'll go Roos, and honestly, Lepid doesn't have to shoot here, and he's not going to either. He's going to force Zinc out, as now he's got to play a little bit further back, because Zinc's going to win this one. Lepid won't play back. He's racing to get there, but he won't. Zinc's hit the bar. He left the play too. He must have thought that was going in, because he left as if he was going to celebrate that one. He needs a goal. He needs it now. 20 seconds. That's in. Oh, he's gone to his trusty backflip flick. And, I mean, so far, he has shown some pretty good skill with that flick. He has 19 seconds. He needs another. Zinc's been wasting a lot of time here getting these goals. He needs a good kickoff. That's not going to be it. That's going to be a goal for Lepid, and a huge one at that. Oh, Zinc stopped moving. You know what? Lepid probably shouldn't have scored that there. If he doesn't score that, he wastes all the time left in this game. But he's going to take it anyways. I mean, it doesn't hurt him. It makes things even easier for him. It's 15 seconds. Zinc. He's made the comeback in game 1. He will not make it in game 2. As he'll try for a play. He's going to score this one. 9 seconds here. Can he make it? He did it in game 1, but he had a lot more time left in that. In game 2, he just needs something good to happen here. 9 seconds. Zinc has it in him, but he needs a good kickoff, and he needs a good play after that kickoff, too. He needs a lot of things to happen. As he's going to get the kickoff. He doesn't have the boost. He won't need it. And it's tied at 7. Well, forget what I said earlier. I didn't think he had it in him here. The kickoff has not exactly been consistent this game as it was before, but Zinc is finding goals. Now needs to find one more to win this game. Here he goes again. Another delay kickoff. And he's going to have boost. And he's going to have the ball. And he's going to have a chance as the dribble won the beat. Lepid wins it. He can go his way now. As the dribble for Lepid. Where's Zinc? He won't be there, but Lepid ran out of boost. And we go to overtime in game 2. And Zinc, another win up the kickoff to win it. Oh, he missed it. No, he didn't. He hit it. I didn't think he had that one. I thought he missed the net. But that shot will find its target. The back post, it just sneaks in there. And now Zinc with a 2-0 series lead. In overtime as well, boy, Zinc is playing close to this one. That means going into game 3, Zinc now can give himself a chance to win the series, and these players both said that they'd be happy to see the new stadium in game 3, so that's what we're going to give him here. New stadium. We're going to get to see the new stadium next year in game number 3, as Zinc is just one win away from taking the series. Both these players have already made it into playoffs, but a 3-2 record versus a 2-3 record would be a pretty big difference. I get to go to the next stadium, which is the DFH Stadium 10th anniversary, the stadium that they updated for today. And the stadium itself, I've already checked it out a little bit. It's nice. It's a nice looking stadium. The design's kind of clean. It's got some nice gold around it. The trophy in the background's very pretty too. As if we get to see it, it's a gold trophy of the Octane, like in DFH Stadium. But the thing that this stadium is known for is going to be the commentary. in the background. If you know that voice that's speaking in the background, you'll know that is Shogun. The famous Rocket League caster known for his This Is Rocket League call in the Season 5 Grand Finals. You're going to get to hear him all match long along with me. The Shogun's going to be commentating the action as Lepid takes goal 1. You'll get to hear Shogun in the background as Lepid with the first strike. And it is an early goal for lepidmode, who now in Game 3 needs to win out 3 games straight against Zinc, who has come back every single game so far. As Zinc waits, gets bumped out, but will stay with the play here as Lepid. Only 12 boosts left. He's going to pick up a pad here, but that flick goes over the net, and Zinc, he's going to play the ball instead. He, again, has had a tough time this series recognizing when Lepid is on low boost. Lepid's done a good job at hiding it, because he plays relatively slowly to begin with, so being on low boost doesn't look too different as he's got the chance. He's hit the bar. Zinc wasn't going to cover that one. Now Zinc goes the other way. Now he knows Lepid's on low boost, and he's going to keep this ball up. Wins it! Goal is right, Shogun. It's tied at 1 each. For all of you in chat, you'll get to hear Shogun's voice in the background. You know one of his calls is the This Is Rocket League call, so it's one of his goal calls, so we'll see if that ever shows up here. For now, though, Zinc chase this play down, flip reset. Waits under it. It's stopped by Lepid, who will score the other way. 2-1 for lepidmode. And Zinc again down early. Only by 1 so far, but it can definitely get worse as Lepid. He needs to maintain this lead. As I don't know what that was from Zinc. I mean, it worked. He pulled out Lepid. And now it's an open net for him. And he's not going to make things too tough on himself. Double tap. Oh, it's gone in. And it was, as Shogun said, absolutely spectacular. I was going to stop talking about Shogun here, but oh, I just find it so fun that he's in here. Everybody makes a joke that he's the commentator on Champions Field. He's not. But he is on A Field now. He's on DFH. So it's great to see him. It's great to hear his voice again. As Zinc make this game even. Flip reset now. Gonna get the fake. But it will be cleared away by Lepid as Zinc stays close. Again, can win this series in 3 games if he can get a good play here. Backflip flick. Oh, he's got it again. And he just doesn't miss those. It's another backflip flick from Zinc, and every time, not only is he close to the net, but he puts so much power behind that thing. Clearly, he's been practicing that flick, because that is unbelievably consistent from him. And again, he was down early in this game, but he's come back once more as takes the dribble. Lepid will win on the play, but going for boost instead. And Zinc had a chance there, but he won't be able to score as he'll take the mid boost. He's gonna be careful. Lepid's gonna walk this one. Oh, but he went for the delay. Zinc didn't buy it. And Lepid goes back to defense again. Zinc past Lepid. No, not entirely. Lepid takes boost and ball, and now it's his chance up in the air. We'll go for his own flip play as he goes right to the floor. But Zinc's waiting for it. And with half the game to go, Zinc leads by only a margin of 1. Doesn't get the boost there either, so he's giving Lepid another chance in the air. As another flip reset, this time Lepid, again, choosing to not use it. Zinc just hasn't challenged him. Oh, but now he might have to, because Lepid, he's got to go back. Zinc, waiting. Oh, he's caught that too! What a brave play from Lepid! Now he'll go, but the shot not on. Punched out the wave is Lepid. Zinc wins the boost. And now here he goes, a race to the orange goal. Zinc, flip, waiting, waiting! Oh my goodness! A fake from Zinc, we have not seen that very often. But it's the perfect time to do that too. Lepid is fully expecting the shot to the top left corner. Zinc has it. But it's a fake. And he goes right under Lepid. And zinc is trying to slowly but surely take this one away, pull it away from Lepid, and end this regular season on a exclamation point of a win, as he'll go upfield again. Off back wall, Zinc isn't going to score here, and he knows it. He'll go back to defense as Lepid's shot will roll up the back wall. And Zinc, he's not even going for the ball. He knows he doesn't have to challenge there. Lepid can't score as Zinc will just send it downfield. Lepid up high, trying to see if Zinc has boost. He does not. There's a lot of room for Lepid to work with. Zinc, he's going to go, though. He knows Lepid's been playing mostly on the ground tonight, and that hasn't changed. He'll go right after him on that dribble. Again, prevent Lepid from having the time to work with this. That's more boost for Lepid. Here he can score, he will. As Zinc did the same thing again, this time Lepid will recognize. And take that one, a flick over Zinc. And with just about a minute to go, Zinc's got a very narrow lead. They'll need at least one or two more just to push Lepid out of the way. And end this series in a 3-0 sweep. Flip reset. It's an interesting touch there from Zinc. He'll be happy that Lepid didn't shoot that one, because he went for a pretty odd play inside the final minute. This is where Zinc can't take any major chances, as that one off the post. Zinc is waiting. That's a gutsy goal from Zinc, but it will work, and he leads by 2. That's a gutsy play, just to wait on the goal line like that. Because if that doesn't work, Lepid's scoring there. But good play on, smart play on Zinc. Makes the calls when he needs to, and he'll be rewarded for his good decision making. As he'll just keep wasting time. 3 seconds to go. As up the ceiling, Lepid is just chasing it down. Zinc's still there, and now Lepid, he got himself some room to take a 4th. 14 seconds to go. Lepid, he needs everything now. A good kickoff, a good chance. Maybe he needs Zinc to overcommit. But these kickoffs, they've been back and forth, and Lepid's had some, Zinc's had some. Zinc tied up last game because of a kickoff. This game, he will not win this one, but no, he will win this one. He's got the boost. Lepid will chase him down as Zinc keeps it away. Waiting. Lepid towards the net. Zinc saves. One last chance. He keeps it out. And he'll win the series. 3 games straight. Zinc takes it. A 1-goal difference in these last 2. And it's Zinc who wins the series, but my goodness, it was close. 3 games. And we got to see the new map as well, but Zinc will win this one. Strong performance here for the Whiff-Offs player. The 3-0 sweep will allow him to take some rather good seeding going into that final bracket. And it is single elimination, by the way. Unless they change it this season, but it is single elimination. That's a huge advantage here now to have that good seeding. So, his season will end 3-2. For Lepid, it's going to end 2-3 in a pretty terrible loss for him. But a 3-0 sweep. Great performance here, as we are now 2/3 of the way done tonight. We got one more match. Affinity Sapphire and KCG Crush Crew Gaming boost Goblins. Another best of 7 in the playoffs. It's part of the lower bracket of the Cross Progression League. And again, what a match it will be. Again, a best of 7, some competitive teams overall. Again, Affinity Sapphire, KCG boost Goblins. Should be a fun match when we get to it, as it's going to be pretty soon. I think we're gonna go to a break here. When we come back, we'll have this matchup for you. Last match of the evening, a best of 7 in the Cross Progression League final bracket. It is Affinity Sapphire and KCG boost Goblins. Give us a few moments. Give us a few minutes. We'll get things set up, and we'll be back soon. Welcome to the Sportiest stream. Welcome back to Cross Progression League action. We took a little break there, but we're back and we've got some action for you this evening. We saw the upper bracket not too long ago with a Game 7 between ArrivalSeven and KG Anima's Minions. Anima's Minions did win that series, and pretty impressively as well. Now we go into our third series. Our second series was an individual performance series matchup. It was a sweep, Zinc taking down Lepidmode in the last week of the regular season. Now we go back to Cross Progression League, the same division in the Elite Division, but we're in the lower bracket now, and it is KCG Boost Goblins, Affinity Sapphire, match 16 on the lower bracket right now. And yes, because it's lower bracket, that means somebody's getting eliminated tonight. So the loser of this match is out of the running. The winner will get to play against Satosugu later this week. These teams have been playing in the lower bracket for, oh no, Affinity Sapphire had a bye. Boost Goblins swept LJ's left toenail. They both already had to play a round in the lower bracket. They now have to play another. Into the lower quarterfinals. This is lower bracket round 2. For everybody out there watching. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Today's been a... I didn't know if I was going to be exhausted by the end of the day, but I am, because that first series really did take a lot out of me. I'm excited for this. So we'll get things sorted out very soon here. As again, we'll hopefully get things underway in just a moment or two. As again, we'll get things underway in just a moment. We're only a few minutes away from our match start time here for our best of 7. We're in for a good series here as Affinity Sapphire again. KCG Boost Goblins. So the second time today we'll get to see KCG, and this is for survival though. It's Flame, Sprinkle, and Cripist taking on Office Walrus and Normac. I think it might be Normac. Office Walrus has been on the Affinity Sapphire team since its inception. I don't know who else is on that team in 3v3, but I know again Office Walrus is on that team. Around for a while still, but they're gonna have a tough time here as the regular season. Both these teams didn't do terribly, but they didn't do amazingly either. Actually, for Affinity Sapphire, and then the thing is, for Affinity Sapphire, they didn't do terribly. They went 0-4, not a great record, but they did go to Game 5 twice. Against the Boost Goblins, and against Starlight, who themselves are in the upper finals and are the team that is expected to win this whole thing. Boost Goblins, on their side, went 3-1. Their record was good, but again, they had a Game 5 against Affinity Sapphire. Of course, an early loss in the upper bracket. Only loss that any team had to Anima's Minions, who we just saw earlier today, beat ArrivalSeven. So a pretty tough first match for them. They gotta do well here, but Boost Goblins are the heavy favorites in this lower bracket to stay alive in this one. We'll see if that happens, but what I can say is they got a lot of work to do. Get this match underway, hopefully sooner rather than later. Again, I'm excited for tonight's action, as, again, we're going to wait on both these teams. They'll join in any moment. And for 2v2, our last match of the evening, again, I've been pretty tired as well, but we'll get things underway here. Again, we get the players in the lobby. We'll get things underway. So here's Office Walrus and Normac. Get things again started up. So now Office Walrus is happy to be back. We haven't seen him on stream in a pretty long time. I think the last time we saw Affinity Sapphire was probably in RLSS. It wasn't last season. It might have been the season before that. It's been a while since we've seen Office Walrus. In fact, I can check. When was the last time we saw Affinity Sapphire on stream? Let's take a look. Let's see. When was the time I saw Affinity Sapphire on stream? Let's see, it was. Let's see. When was the last time I streamed them? As. Let me do it this way. Again, here we go. I'm gonna go to advanced search while we wait on the teams to show up. Here we go. When was the last time I got to see Affinity Reborn on? Looks like the last time we saw Affinity Reborn was January 19th of this year, when it was the Rollers versus Stealth Esports in the Cyclone Cup. When was the last time we saw Affinity Sapphire, though? It was a little bit before that. Apparently, it was June 16th, literally a year and a day from now. Behind us, when was the last time we saw Affinity Sapphire? When they played Team A&D in the Splash Series Surge Cup Week 2. In a very long time. In fact, actually, the last time we saw that was actually a doubleheader when they also played 100x Goons on the same day. We have not seen them in over a year. Nice to see them again here, and we got them in the lobby. We'll just wait on KCG Boost Goblins to show up. While we wait on them here, the timer is ticking. All of you out there, get your votes on who you think will win this one. As I'm ready for a fun night here of action. Again, I'm excited to see how tonight goes. As again, what a night it will be. While we wait again on the from where both these teams are. Nope. Again, Affinity Sapphire here. As again, while we wait, I think it's a 15-minute timer, so we'll wait on the opponents to show up. But this is a 15-minute flat timer. Is how the forfeit timer works. So we'll get Bruce Goblins in soon enough. I'm sure they're just a little bit behind. I hope they're a little bit behind. I don't. I hope they're only a little bit behind though. As again, we'll keep waiting. Look at the rosters again though, but again, it's going to be Office Walrus, Normac or Novamac. I'm quickly getting to see when they'll make it. Again, we'll hopefully get an update soon enough. As again, we're getting updates as soon as we can. Seems like we might have actually had an issue here. Seems like there might be a disagreement on when this match is starting. Somebody, apparently for Boost Goblins, they said it was at 10:30, which would be in 30 minutes from now. I'm gonna get an answer from what's happening here. But again, hopefully we'll get an answer soon enough. But if that means that means we're gonna wait a little bit. I might go to a break here. I might go to a break and see if I can get something sorted out here, because it seems like we may not be able to have this match for a little bit. We have to wait a little bit longer. If that's the case, I'm gonna go to a break, and I'll get back to you all when we have updates. I have a feeling this match is likely to be pushed back. Alright, we're back! The KCG Boost Goblins team thought it was a little bit later. They are joining us in just a few minutes here. As again, they will be here. It's going to be a pretty fun matchup here. Sorry about that one. It's going to be Flame and Sprinkle. And Flame, the captain, thought it was at 10:30. Turns out it's at 10. So, thank goodness. We won't have to wait too much longer, everybody out there. And again, they're going to take on an Affinity Sapphire with Office Walrus and Normac. We'll get this. By the way, I did get confirmation. It is pronounced Normac. Thank goodness. Let's get this match started in just a few minutes here. Sorry about that, everybody. As there we go, everybody's jumping in. Sprinkle and Flame are here. Normac will be here in just a minute. I think he left to go for maybe a card change. But everybody's here now. After what is a weird congregation at the beginning of this thing. Let's get this match going, and as soon as everybody's ready. Unless Normac left. Oh, Normac, I think he may have left. No, he's back. There's Normac. Let's go. We've been waiting long enough. I know all of you in chat have been waiting long enough. Elimination on the line now. As it's Affinity Sapphire and KCG Boost Goblins. KCG won earlier in Game 7. I don't think the Boost Goblins want to go there this time around. But this is for elimination here is Affinity Sapphire, who ended up the regular season at 0-4. Boost Goblins, who ended up their season at 3-1. Very different performances in the regular season. In fact, Boost Goblins are one of the top 4 seeds. The only one of the top 4 who lost their first matchup, as they did to KCG Anima's Minions, who themselves have made an incredible run, are now in the winners finals. They take on an Affinity Sapphire team who, well, again, have not exactly had an easy time here. Lost their first round, and I think they won after that in a 4-0 sweep over LJ's left toenail. So Affinity Sapphire just trying to keep the play moving here, trying to keep themselves alive. A team that, again, did not have an amazing season. But again, I said it, they kept it close. They never got swept, and they only lost in Game 5 2 out of the 4 times they played. One of those was to the KCG Boost Goblins side, so they have what it takes to beat this team, but KCG having some pretty good defense early on, a lot of long shots that haven't really worked out yet. And Affinity Sapphire stay close as will be Flame to pass out the Sprinkle. KCG stay on this one as a flick. Normac. Flame will find Office Walrus as Sprinkle. A big clearing for KCG right now, the big issue for them. A lot of clears, but not a lot of stuff after those clears. Haven't really gotten themselves close to the net, but here's a chance! And Sprinkle's on the end of it! Oh, that's what they needed more of. Right in front. For the taking, Sprinkle jumps up and beats Office Walrus. And Affinity Sapphire, who haven't really looked all that scary all game, now need to find it because Game 1 has started in KCG. Are up by 1 as... Oh, that's a free goal. Where was Sprinkle going? Well, usually you take the ball with you to the back corner, but Sprinkle decided it would be better to leave it unattended. And I mean, I don't know what he's doing here, but that is a horrible decision. I mean, that's a goal no matter who it is you're playing against. And again, Sprinkle should be taking the ball back with him, not leaving it upfield like that. And Affinity Sapphire, I don't think they can even believe how easy that was for them. It's a tie game already, and KCG, I mean, that is a bad mistake early on this matchup. Again, with elimination on the line, you don't want to make those kind of errors, as Flame will get the block. Office Walrus waiting is it's a good first touch. Sprinkle is there, but Office Walrus looking for the double tap. It's in front, and everybody went. That's a wide open net for Normac. And Affinity Sapphire will be happy to take it, as both Flame and Sprinkle wanted to get the block on Office Walrus, neither of them communicating to the other who was going. And that is wide open for Flame. And a play where only one of those two players should go. Both of them went. And Affinity Sapphire again just given an open net here. As off the kickoff again, Flame went for boost. And he almost got caught doing the same thing Sprinkle did earlier. As Office Walrus will keep the ball high. And that's another open net. Missed the touch, but we'll get another. And Affinity Sapphire with a third straight goal on an open net. I don't really know what to say anymore. This is a bit of a shocking defensive display from KCG. And again, with elimination on the line, a team that went 3-1 in the regular season. This is a bad start to their lower round 2. And with elimination for whoever loses this match, and upper quarterfinals, whoever can, lower quarterfinals for whoever can win. I mean, this is now is when you have to perform well here, as will be stopped by Office Walrus. Sprinkle to the corner. It's not a great first touch. Will leave it for Flame. Oh, and that's going to go across the field. Sprinkle, oh, he doesn't have it. And it's KCG who overcome it here. They'll get back to it in time. They have boost, but they definitely want to be a bit more careful with 2 minutes still to go. And not squander any chance they have of coming back in this game. As Office Walrus, Flame got bumped. 4-1 now for Affinity Sapphire. Sprinkle just jumps right in. Affinity take another goal. KCG, they'll just have to watch this play in front of them as Affinity now continuing to surge in the lead. As again, their lead now upgraded to 3 goals. Sprinkle bumped. Normac will clear it away as Flame's there. Up he goes. Will stay on this one as the dribble to the net. He's got it. And KCG are not out of this game just yet. Not by a long shot. As Office Walrus just couldn't get his whole body behind it there. Left himself open to be bumped. That's exactly what will happen here. Affinity Sapphire may have a pretty solid lead, but that lead can fall apart. Fall apart quite quickly here as Sprinkle doesn't get the flip reset. It's going to be Normac bumped out of the way. Flame, who doesn't get the touch that they wanted. Sprinkle to go in. That's wide. Office Walrus clears. Flame again. Oh, it's gone right through him! And Office Walrus will take it. 5-2 now as KCG took their chances on offense. And Flame, who was expecting a touch from Normac, does not get it. Office Walrus will go right to the goal. And Affinity Sapphire is looking to be consistent in Game 1. Oh, but that's not going to help them. Flame, 1 goal back. And this game is sort of falling apart here for both teams at times. There's another odd kind of fake play. This time from Sprinkle. I don't think it was intentional, but it works nonetheless. We're talking about desperation trying to get back in these things. Both these teams have clearly not exactly had their best start, and to be fair, both these teams I don't think are coming off of great warm-ups. So I know Goblins aren't. They didn't have any warm-up before this, or maybe they did. Anyways, whatever it is, both these teams a bit awkward, clearly. And continues. Affinity Sapphire, they have a 2-goal lead, but that may not stay that way for long. Flame kept out by Office Walrus as here comes Normac to the floor. Gets by Sprinkle. There's one left in Flame, but he'll have to make the block, and he jumped early. Office Walrus caught him on it, and he'll hit the top left corner. Affinity Sapphire have another late in Game 1. So the pressure continues. As Office Walrus to the back wall, cleared away by Sprinkle. Normac, right under it, keeps the control as it is a dribble away. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Affinity Sapphire should be able to win game 1 from here, but Boost Goblins still giving their absolute best in game 1 as the top seeds in this tournament, in this final bracket. An elimination very much a possible outcome here, as that's not the touch they were looking for. Flame doesn't have this one as Sprinkle keeps it out. Normac jumps on the challenge, and Affinity Sapphire just continue to control offense. Will win out the play, win out game 1 on a 6-3 scoreline, and get one game closer to eliminating KCG Boost Goblins from the playoffs. As that will end the first game of this best of 7. Who knows? We might go the distance again. I would not be against it. That's game 1. We still have a long way to go here in this matchup. Again, the start of a lower bracket battle. The winner of this plays Sato Sugu in the lower quarterfinals, so a lot these teams are looking for here is, again, Boost Goblins had to win 2 matches to get to this point. Affinity Sapphire had a bye in their first round. Means we now go into game 2 with the 1-0 lead for Affinity Sapphire, but I don't expect Boost Goblins to exit the series getting swept. I expect to see them bounce back here, but they're going to need to show a lot more resiliency than they did in game 1. As Office Walrus takes the challenge against Flame, will watch as this ball is all the way back for Sprinkle. The Sapphire just waiting. As Normac, the corner, Sprinkle will clear this one out as Office Walrus jumps on top of it. And it will be room that they can work with as Office Walrus stopped by Flame, who will keep this one away. Up in the air is Flame. Normac. Flame takes that challenge. Sprinkle for the double tap. It's not on target. It was close to going in, though. Boost Goblins now have, well, taken all the boost on this field. As Office Walrus will shake off Sprinkle. Normac next to go. Will win the challenge as Flame too slow to it. Office Walrus can hit the net, and that's on the bar. Normac, oh, it's out of the net. Sprinkle gets there in time. Office Walrus now, that's high and wide. Normac in. 1 goal to the favorites. Or more rather, 1 goal to the Affinity Sapphire side. They're not the favorites, but they definitely look like it after game 1. And this early goal will only help them. Technically the underdog ball, though. I mean, you can call them favorites. I called them favorites there. After how they looked in game 1, they're definitely favorites now. The records, they are not. Again, an 0-4 team. Didn't get a win in the regular season. They got a lot to do here as that shot for Sprinkle needed to be better. That was great job from Flame to open the play up. Sprinkle just needs a better play on the end of that. KCG will dribble this one. Challenged by Normac. They'll win the play as well. Sprinkle. They'll keep it wide as Office Walrus chases Sprinkle. Ooh, doesn't get a good touch, and Office Walrus stays on this play as they challenged back. Normac is there. And they'll take their time as KCG has to wait as the flick. Flame will read it. Office Walrus, that's in the midfield, but it's only for Sprinkle to take. They're past 1. It's Sprinkle to the goal. And Affinity Sapphire kind of slowed down after that first goal. You can't do that in the playoffs, because eventually KCG will find something. Yeah, just waiting way too long for any plays to open. You can't do that at this level. As Sprinkle to go to net again. It is for Flame. Oh, Flame didn't even shoot that one. Instead trying to take control. That may have been a mistake, though, because Affinity Sapphire go the other way as... Oh, where's Normac going? He's all the way upfield. He'll get back to keep it out. What an odd choice there for Normac. I mean, I'm surprised that's not a goal, but he will get the demo. Now the dribble. He's taken out by Sprinkle. Office Walrus will have to wait. Can't go for the challenge as it's Boost Goblins. Flip reset. Flame to the net. He was getting bumped, but he never left. Office Walrus, who missed on his first challenge, and going back against Flame, he's not winning that battle. And the Boost Goblins take the lead as Affinity Sapphire's offense is completely washed up now. Not a good sign in a 2v2 mode where you need your offense to be playing well. Sapphire are going to need to find it again because the way that they're looking, this is going to be a game where they won't get any more goals. As, oh, again, miscommunication. Normac, I don't know if he intended to call off Office Wallace there. It looked like he did, but will still generate some offenses. It's not a good touch from Normac. That is a pass to Sprinkle. And that should have been 3-1. KCG will almost make it 3-1. That's gone wide. Or sorry, that's gone saved by Office Wallace and then wide of the net. As Normac will keep it out. Affinity Sapphire really losing the battle here of just getting to this ball, and that net's open. Where on earth was Office Walrus? Oh, don't tell me he challenged this. Oh man, he's not even close. And Affinity Sapphire losing the battle. They are the much slower team of the two at this point. And I don't know why Office Walrus challenged that. He was never going to win it. Far too slow. Affinity Sapphire now needs some goals. And they'll need them soon. Time is running out here for them as Normac will win out on the play, but without enough to work with. KCG will take the ball. Sprinkle. No one playing aggressive. Sprinkle's going to just take this as Office Walrus will win the play. Flame. Sidewall. Sprinkle whiffed. It's a chance to score. Normac. Oh, that's beautiful. Off the bar and in. Sprinkle, who wanted that touch out of defense, just could not get it. Normac picking the opening. Flame had the net covered, but that's a tough shot for anyone to block. And for Affinity Sapphire, who have not exactly played very fast this game, not exactly had the best offense either. Well, a chance to win game 2 as aggressive push from Normac, who is now involved in the play, will go towards goal. Flame has it. Bumped out by Office Walrus, who now doesn't have anything to work with, just hits this one towards the back wall. It's Flame. It's a Normac. Office Walrus can't score. He'll look for the back corner, but it doesn't spawn for him. Normac will take it as Office Walrus still up in the play in the middle of the field. As Sprinkle clear away. Flame. Normac keeps this one out, and Affinity Sapphire now maybe 1 or 2 more chances left. Their offense is here. Oh, but they didn't communicate. Normac would have had the goal. Office Walrus did enough, but he had to get 1 extra touch there. And Normac, who has been eager to get back in this game, has been taking some pretty heavy risks. That's a risk that he absolutely can take. And it's Office Walrus who I'm sure will be feeling pretty bad about that, because that's one that Normac had. And I think this game could have been tied if Normac's up, if Office Walrus just doesn't get that last touch. Now, Boost Goblins just want 1 more in front of the nets. It's kept up here, but Affinity Sapphire out of boost, out of time, and out of chances will lose game 2 by 1 goal. And again, Office Walrus, I'm sure, will feel pretty terrible about that ending of that game, because Normac had a pretty solid performance by the end of this thing. That last pass, though, he didn't need it. And unfortunately, I'm sure he's going to be disappointed with that play, because again, I think Normac had the save there. Sorry, had the play there, had the goal. This could have been we could be in overtime right now. Instead, we'll go to game 3. And we go to DFH Stadium as Affinity Sapphire and Boost Goblins can take the lead. As up the kickoff, play in front, Sprinkle! It was a fake, and Boost Goblins were ready. What a great play! And a call as well to start this game off, amazing. Only 4 seconds needed, and they will score first. As KCG leading back, Sprinkle's gonna get that clear. Now past Normac. Sprinkle. Oh, that's a tough angle. He's not gonna get it either. As that one will stay wide. Office Walrus now. Gonna jump down and take the demo on Flame. Flame's gonna roll with this as Normac to the corner. Second touch away. As KCG racing back, it's Flame who will wait behind this one. Office Walrus in the challenge. Affinity Sapphire Just waiting, but no play given to them as Sprinkle will keep it out. Now he's got Flame in support. The pass connects. The shot is... well, it was on target, apparently. It wasn't too threatening. The Sapphire will jump on it as Normac. Careful with that play from Sprinkle. Here goes Flame towards the goal. Office Walrus takes it. Affinity Sapphire. Look there. Go again as Normac. Over Sprinkle. Here goes Flame. Office Walrus saves it. Only one goal so far this game as KCG trying to bully their way through Affinity Sapphire. You're seeing a couple bump plays in front now as they're doing anything they can just get a goal, and that's a huge save for Office Walrus. Sprinkle with the second touch. Office Walrus again keeps Flame from scoring. Normac just wanting to get that ball out. Won't be able to win the play. It's offense still for KCG as shot won't do anything there to an Office Walrus. KCG is still shooting. Affinity Sapphire stuck on the defensive side. Then goes Flame. Office Walrus will clear. As it's Sprinkle again. And KCG roll with these punches. Office Walrus clear back by Flame. Normac. Again. Office Walrus there. KCG just waiting back. Oh, that's a big giveaway! And Normac shuts it down! One bad touch was all they needed. Sprinkle gave it to Normac, and he never hesitated to go. Affinity Sapphire tie this game after all that defense, all that waiting. A chance is given to him. Now they'll go for another right off the kickoff. Flame hops on top. Here goes Office Walrus as Sprinkle is there for it. Sapphire cruise their way to the lead now as a boost for Office Walrus. Sprinkle waiting back as play midfield won't be for them as Office Walrus already denying the chance to score. Now Normac up high. Where's Flame? They gotta get back! And that's a big block. And a tough one too. He was out of position there. Another chance. Sprinkles on it. There's been a lot of saves so far this game. Only 2 goals to speak of. As it's resting in front. Normac up high. Flame will get another one. As Office Walrus waiting. Flame out of position. Oh, they still got it. Flame with no boost still gets the block. He'll make another. Some incredible blocks so far, KCG. We talk about desperation. What they're showing right now on defense is desperation. Elimination for whoever loses the series, and neither team wants the run to end here. Office Walrus will chase down Sprinkle. It's Normac who stays back. Now the challenge on Flame. Up goes Office Walrus down. He hits it! And that's a big one! Under the bar and in! Office Walrus scores an Affinity Sapphire. Take a 2-1 lead. Sprinkle, who backed up into his goal, never stood much of a chance. As it's open off the kickoff! KCG are ready. And they're ready to score again. Oh, and it's another one! Another mistake! Another open net for KCG! Oh, Affinity Sapphire, they had a 1-goal lead, and it has now gone all, it's fallen apart for them. And for Affinity Sapphire and their hopes, my goodness, this is painful to watch. Now they'll go for a fake kickoff. Normac, Office Walrus, back to Normac! This one can go, but Flame's waiting. And he'll stand in the way. Sprinkle to the back wall. So much defense, but so far, if whoever can win this thing, it will all be worth it. As ArrivalSeven takes his chance, chips down the field. 30 seconds. As Flame up with it. ArrivalSeven stands in the way. Here goes Sprinkle, who can't get it! And it's a chance that will go in. It was just a challenge for ArrivalSeven, but for Sprinkle, he just missed. There's nothing more to it, he just missed it. And he's now missed a chance that ArrivalSeven will score Affinity Sapphire with an even scoreline. Now with a little bit of momentum to try to make things work. Not match point. Series lead on the line here as Normac to go again. Flame, who's been stalwart on defense so far. Another tough stop is to the back wall. Flame just waiting. Overtime is likely, and ArrivalSeven keeps it up. Affinity Sapphire look for one more chance, but it's KCG who will go the other way. Sprinkle to the corner. It's bouncing in front of the nets, and Affinity Sapphire will not let them have it. It's overtime in game number 3. Affinity Sapphire now battle on defense early. Flame will end it early. And in 10 seconds of extra time, KCG get their chance. And Flame, who has been unbelievable so far this game on defense, will get the goal his team needs to win it. Timeout called by Affinity Sapphire. They'll have an extra minute in between games now. As man, the defense for Flame, 7 saves, 3 assists. A insane performance from Flame, but they're going to need to do more of that, because we saw that's one game. They need a few more now, but they're getting closer and closer to winning this thing. Is get an extra minute a game of time in between. I'm sure they'll take it and use it wisely here, Affinity Sapphire, because it's elimination for whoever loses this series. They're closer and closer now to being out of this thing. And considering how bracket has gone for them, they not exactly had an easy time here. In the upper bracket coming to ArrivalSeven in a Game 7 performance, so they know how to play against these good opponents, but a lower bracket is a whole different beast. It's so tough to compete in lower bracket. But we'll see how they manage as the extra minute now begins, and ACG boost Goblins. Well, a 2-1 series lead after dropping the first game. They now have some momentum, some advantages to go with them. Defense has been stellar. I'm sure they don't want to rely on it again to win this game, but if they have to, they know they can. And that's a good thing, to rely on your defense, to rely on knowing that your defense can perform well. It really allows you to loosen up and relax in these kind of matches. It's so tough and so pivotal, and usually one of the reasons why teams like Boost Goblins are down so early is because of that pressure. It's tough to handle, it's tough to manage, and it can really hurt you. Nearing the end of the timeout here, Affinity Sapphire, it's taking some extra seconds here to talk things out to reset for the next part of this matchup. So for them, they get an extra minute. That minute is now over. They don't get to use the timeout. That's their one and only timeout being used. We go to Game 4, KCG Boost Goblins. After how Flame looked last game, they're going to look to see if they can do it again. Recreate that kind of action. Get themselves one step closer to the lower quarterfinals, but they're not off to a good start. ArrivalSeven will take the first goal, 5 seconds in, and right off the kickoff, Flame, who took a rather defensive position. That's why you don't do that at this level. That's why, at least in my games, I never like players doing that. Fortunately for him, it was not a kickoff that would work for him. Affinity Sapphire take it. Flame on the corner. Still has it as he'll challenge the play. Fistwalrus is next to it. Sprinkle now. He goes, will leave it as, oh, Flame. Wasn't expecting that kind of power in the pass, and Sprinkle, that is straight to ArrivalSeven, who will win out the play. Can't score here. Normac on net. Flames waiting. Affinity Sapphire will give up some room as They won't be able to get another chance on net. Flame, who, again, has had a stellar showing on defense last game. Need to do that again here as his team down by 1. They're going to need some goals. A sprinkle. Things awkward, but that is only up to the back wall, and Office Walrus is waiting for it. As Normac loses the play. That's on target. Office Walrus saves. Flame can walk on into this as Office Walrus just takes him out of the play cleanly. Flame will be back in time as he'll leave it for Sprinkle. KCG down by 1 early. We'll need a goal here as infield. Normac cuts it out. Office Walrus again on the clear, and for KCG Boost Goblins, who have shown they've got a pretty good eye for offense, just don't have a great, have not created chances for themselves to get multiple shots on net. I think what's going to be winning you matches in the playoffs is having multiple plays that can be scored. KCG will get some demos. Flame has room. Great block for Normac as the run down the field. Sprinkle will keep it aside, and KCG in need of opportunities. Again, in need of plays where they can get multiple shots on net as another demo from Sprinkle. He's going to sacrifice himself to leave the net open, but Flame can't score. Sprinkle goes again. Sprinkle, who was less noticeable in game 3 than Flame was, gonna make himself known here by all the demos he's gotten so far. He's had some good demos. It's just been on plays where he's just been a bit too early or a bit too late. Deal. Offense here. KCG stay on the ball. Sprinkle again. Flip resets. It's Normac who is waiting on top of that play. Now goes Flame. Office Walrus clears it out. Sprinkle. Not a great first touch. It's Normac who will be there. Offense still as KCG trying to get on the play. 1 goal's been scored so far this game. Office Walrus may look to get a second. It will go bouncing to the middle of the field. KCG back. It's Flame who will just take some time on offense. Bumps out Normac. Sprinkle. That's high. Sprinkle again. Oh, he can't put it in as he was chasing the back post. Office Walrus still with it. Oh, he gets it! That was a little awkward, but it works! And Affinity Sapphire with their second as Office Walrus will... I mean, it wasn't what he was looking for, but it works. I mean, he'll be happy enough with that. And Affinity Sapphire added a second goal to their lead as Office Walrus looking to make it free. Flame, another defensive kickoff that is going to have its issues here, but he's got his dribble, and he's got a flip. He's got a fake. He gets through Normac. Oh, and Office Walrus whiffed. It's in front. Flame can't score easily. Sprinkle up in the air. Flame leaves as Sprinkle can shoot. Sprinkle missed it. Flame, and it's denied by Normac. And Sprinkle, that was the best chance they've had so far this game here for KCG, and one that would just put itself so nicely in front of the net. Missed chance as Sprinkle goes again. This won't miss the net. Love what he does on this first challenge too. He waits for it. He pulls in Normac's challenge. He knows that there's a lot of room in between him. He knows that he can pull out Normac, and he's got the boost to keep moving. Just a great, intelligent play, and Boost Goblins need another, but they've got the time to do it. 1 minute left. Normac bumped out, and Flame, he'll at least try to set things up for Sprinkle. Normac can't get it. It's in front. Oh, Flame didn't read that properly. He'll go to the mid boost. And KCG still in the ball here. Though they are back in their own half. This actually helps them a lot. They've got Roost. They've got Maroon. As now they'll shoot. That goes wide. Follow up for Sprinkle! Smashed into the top of the net. That ball was crushed. And the Boost Goblins have to even the scoreline here in Game 4 from 2 goals down. We've seen our fair share of comebacks today. Boost Goblins are on their own comeback in Game 4. As Affinity Sapphire, maybe we're expecting the series to be even 2-2, a guaranteed Game 6 appearance, but need at least another goal to get that going, as, well, they should get it here. Office Walrus in the nets off of Normac. And Boost Goblins, who had no boost, it was Flame who, I mean, if he wins that challenge, he maybe gets a play out of it, but That's the kind of risk that this late in the game can really hurt you if it doesn't go well, and it doesn't. 30 seconds, Boost Goblins in another good play off the kickoff. They'll get it too. Sprinkle stayed up. Sprinkle's got room. The pop. It is up the bar and in. Sprinkle does it himself. And Krusty Crew Gaming walking in offense as Sprinkle will lob it. Flutes it right over Normac. And off kickoff too. KCG not skipping a beat on the dribble play. Normac missed. Flame couldn't get there past Office Walrus. Couple bumps here. KCG will be happy to take the ball back as Office Walrus pushed up there. Normac's the only one back here as Sprinkle and Flame work together. The shot is on. It's in. No, it's Sprinkle with 1 tick on the clock to go. Normac was all alone here. Had to avoid the dunk attempt from Flame, but it goes right out to Sprinkle. And KCG, Krusty Crew Gaming, now just needs to win the kickoff to take match point. And they will. 4-3 the final score. And we go into Game 5. KCG Boost Goblins can take the series, eliminate Affinity Sapphire right here. Game 5. Boost Goblins now just need one more win. Play is in their hands. It's in their favor, it feels. Now he just needs to go and grab it one more time. Sprinkled all 4 goals. If they can continue that kind of scoring, they can maybe just do enough to beat out the Affinity Sapphire team, but the end of that game really was quite hectic. Now it's Game 5. And they have triple match point. The Boost Goblins are just 1 win away from advancing to the lower quarterfinals. Affinity Sapphire went 0-4 in the regular season, who have kept things so close in the upper bracket, now facing potential elimination to a pretty scary team here in the Boost Goblins as Flame chasing them down will it again. Office Walrus clears, and for KCG again, the last time these two played, it was KCG who won in Game 5, but that was a best of 5, a much different series. Here it would be in Game 5 of a best of 7, a much more defiant win, as that chance will not go through. Affinity Sapphire on low boost, can't get much to happen here, but they'll try anyways as Normac. That was a good attempt. Will not go on the net. Is here goes Sprinkle. Back wall. Second touch. That bounces by Office Walrus. And Krusty Crew, 4 minutes away from ending this series as Sprinkle will go for an awkward shot, but it works. KCG playing right over the defense, and now they have a lead. It's not good enough to win this game, I don't think, but good enough at least for now to really put the pressure on Affinity as Office Walrus past 1. Can't get by Flame as Flame's going to take this one back. He doesn't get the boost though. And this is room for Normac as he doesn't really have much he can do here. Sprinkle will go for it as Office Walrus on target. Flame's got that one. Bump in the field. Normac. Flame just sends it away. Sprinkle gonna get the bump on Office Walrus. That opens room for Flame as he'll chase it and he'll score it. Office Walrus didn't read the bounce correctly. And Flame came charging in. Yeah, Office Walrus just flipped too far ahead. Gave the opening here. As that will help them out here. Sprinkle. And the offense continues as ACG looking for 3, and they'll get it as well. Sprinkle tucks it by the left post. This team is going to be, they're going to be pretty happy with themselves at this point. 3-0. The Boost Goblins are, well, at this point. As that's a good save, a goal for Normac as he'll answer back. And that is an opening that they'll be happy with, as Affinity Sapphire, 2 minutes into this game, get their first. They now need to get a few more to make this easier for themselves, but we'll see. As in goes the play. It will not work so well as Normac. Ooh, Sprinkle doesn't have this. Flame jumps in. ACG again. Holding on to possession. That's going to be saved away. Flame trying to challenge. He's got a lot of boost. He's got Sprinkle as well. That pass kind of got to wait away from him here, but ACG just not only is just buying them time, it's giving them some offense. They're waiting to see if Affinity Sapphire are going to get a bit too panicky. They're down by 2. They might start working quite quickly here, but waiting for those chances to show themselves as Flame gets it. It's Flame. Office Walrus jumps in. That's a little awkward. Flame's got it. And KCG just standing on top of that play as Flame. 2 minutes still to go here as Office Walrus clears. Sprinkle. Just playing patient. ACG just waiting for time. As it's in! 4-1! They'll take it! And that's now a 3-goal lead reestablished as the pass to Flame. That is some pinpoint accuracy. A tough battle, but ACG may be able to win this one here as time winding down for Affinity Sapphire. They've got to work with haste because they need some goals. They're going to need 3 of them. Time's not your friend at this point if you're Affinity Sapphire. And with elimination resting, they have no chances here. No extra lives. They've got to make it count, but that chance will go wide. And as Flame, Sprinkle up ahead, but Flame's just going to waste time in his own back corner. He's not even pushing. Affinity. Normac has to go, but Sprinkle gets by 1. Office Walrus gets the block, but it's no boost here for Affinity Sapphire, at least for Office Walrus. Normac keeps it out. A minute left. Maybe a minute left in Affinity Sapphire's tournament run. As Flame goes. Back wall. Drop down. Office Walrus waits. Sprinkle is there. As this play kept up, Normac will win the challenge. And now he leaves it. It's Flame again. 1 to Sprinkle. Back to Flame. That goes on target. Office Walrus forced to make another block. As time is just melting off this clock. KCG. We saw Anima's minions win earlier today in a Game 7. Boost Goblins are going to win here in a Game 5. And eliminates Affinity Sapphire from the final bracket. So one of the top seeds in this final bracket, the only top 4 seed to lose in their first matchup, but now into the quarterfinals. They'll be playing in Sato Sugu in their next matchup. But they'll win this one in 5 games. They lost the first, but from here on out, it was 4 games straight. ACG will eliminate Affinity Sapphire from the playoffs and go to the lower quarterfinals to keep their run alive. So GG's all around. That ends all of our matches tonight. KCG Boost Goblins will be in the lower quarterfinals. So a relatively short match, all things considered, in this best of 7, but Boost Goblins proving they're definitely the better team tonight. Prove it well. As, again, a 5-game series, so their run in the bracket continues. ACG. Fortunately for Affinity Sapphire, this just has not been a great season for them. In the regular season, it kind of proved that they were going to have a tough time no matter what happened. Unfortunately, the struggles continue. This is a rough matchup to get in the lower bracket, but they fought for it. It won't work for them. We'll end our night. So we started with a 7-game series, a pretty impressive matchup as Anima's minions take down ArrivalSeven. Zinc then swept Lepid, and then we saw the Boost Goblins win against Affinity Sapphire to keep their playoff hopes alive. A strong showing here for all these matches. I enjoyed all of it, but tonight is now over. 3 matches, and that'll be enough for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining the Spotty stream. Appreciate all of you for being so supportive. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you all again very soon with more Rocket League action. But for now, have a good night.